is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have another unique form factor flashlight. This one is called the Stiletto from Surefire. Why this light is definitely not a new flashlight. It is very unique, and that's why I wanted to show you guys the features of this light. Then we're going to talk about the beam pattern of the light. Of course, we're going to talk about the testing that I've done, including the part where I had to send it back to Surefire because I broke it. Pros, cons, and then what I think of it overall. As far as a quick disclosure, I have zero connection to Surefire in any way, shape, or form. I bought this flashlight with my hard-earned money. I did used to work for Enforce, which is one of Surefire's competitors. That will not affect this review at all, but I always like to be upfront honest with you guys. There will be some affiliate links down in the video description. If you want to pick one up, great, use those links. If not, no big deal. I still love you. As far as lumens, this has 3 different modes. On low, it is 25 lumens. On medium, it is 300. And then on high, it is 1,000 lumens. The button here can be programmed to go low, medium, high, or it can be high, medium, low, however you want to rock it. Second tail cap button here that I love. It's 1,000 lumens all of the time. No high, medium, low here, just with the button on the front. If you don't know what lumens is how much light is coming out of the flashlight. Now, as far as candela, this has a little over 5,000 candela. For a flashlight, it's not a ton, so it's not a very, very tight hotspot. The higher the candela number, the tighter the hotspot, the further the light will shine, and also do a better job shining through things like smoke and fog and things like that as well. So at 5,000 candela, it's kind of a wall of light, not a super tight hotspot. As far as your runtime, you're going to get 1 hour on the high mode. You're going to get 23 hours on the low mode, and I'm drawing a blank here, but we tested them all and they all worked fine. What a wonderful memory I have. As far as the body, it is a aluminum body and it has some sort of melanite finish. They do make another version of this that has a polymer body that's significantly less, just in case you see one that's like half of the price. The belt clip is a steel belt clip and it is reversible, so you can rock the light bezel up or bezel down, excuse me. No matter how you set it up though, the buttons, the program, and the USB charger on the front here are always going to be against your body. As far as the switching on this, now I said it earlier, the plug, the button on the front, excuse me, goes low, medium, high, or high, medium, low, however you want to program it. The way you program it is you hold the button on the left here, the light turns green. After a few seconds, it turns blue. Once it turns blue, you press the button that you want to switch the modes on, and that's how you rotate from high, medium, low to low, medium, high, and back and forth. Now the tail cap can also be programmed as well. I have it on momentary only because I prefer that. Now with the momentary, you do have to deal with strobe. Strobe is a triple tap, and that's how strobe comes on. I'm not a huge fan of strobe, but being it's a triple tap, can't imagine I'm ever going to accidentally push that button. I'm going back and using the program button again. You hold that down, light comes on green. After a few seconds, it turns blue. Once it turns blue, you hold the tail cap, and that's how you switch it from momentary with strobe over to a constant on, where the light will stay on every time you push the button, and then you can just swap back and forth. Also on the front of the light is going to be the USB charger. It takes a micro USB, is a very, very standard plug there. The battery indicator is that little light, green, yellow, red. I hope you guys can figure out what it means. Green's good, yellow's dying, red's you're in trouble. Recharge your light right away. It also has a lockout feature, which I thought was interesting. You press both buttons that turn on. You push the one on the front and the one on the tail cap for a couple seconds, and that will completely lock the flashlight out. So if it's traveling or in a range bag or something, that will lock it out so you don't accidentally turn it on. Before we take a look at the beam pattern, let's quickly take a look at the dimensions and the price. And I also want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Ocean State Armory. Ocean State Armory is a local FFL local to me here in Rhode Island. Man, I can't speak today, guys. They offer custom guns, Cerakoting, laser engraving, a lot of custom cool looking stuff. So you can check them out on Instagram or their website if you want to get an idea of what they do. There's a discount code Tiberious if you want to save a few bucks. I make a few bucks. Ocean State Armory gets a sale, and everyone is happy. You see the dimensions there, so it's not the smallest flashlight, but the unique shape of it, it's very, very flat compared to a traditional flashlight that is round. It sits a lot more flat in your pocket, and in my opinion, it's a lot more comfortable. That is the main advantage, well, one of the big advantages to this particular flashlight. It is waterproof, down 1 meter down for 30 minutes as well.
Alrighty, the tree 5 yards, 10 yards, fence is 15 yards. This is what high looks like. Then we have the low mode, medium setting, and then the high setting. On the low mode, 15 yards away from that bush, there is medium. Again, it's not a super tight hot spot, but it's a wall of light. And then this is the high mode. It's pretty damn bright. Let's go a little closer. Now we are about 10 yards away from that bush. Let's check out low, medium. Oh, no, take that back. Low, medium, high. Off, low, medium, high, off. Let's go a little closer here. About 5 yards away from that bush now. Low, medium, high. Low, medium, high. Alrighty, in the hallway in my house. Low, medium, high. Yeah, man, it is just bright. Let's go into the other room here where I record. And yes, it's a mess. Don't want to hear it. Low, medium, high, and then off of the ceiling. This is what it looks like, the light diffused off the ceiling.
Now that you checked out the beam on this flashlight, let's talk about the testing that I have done. So I had this flashlight several months ago, and the first test I did was the drop test, where I dropped it from shoulder width height, and it actually broke. The light here on the front just stayed on green. It would not turn off at all, and none of the buttons would work. Something inside it completely died. So I sent it back to Surefire. Took about a week for them to get it. They had it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then it took about a week for them to send it back. They're in California. I am in Rhode Island. I got the light back from them good 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've been carrying it every day since then. So once I got the light back, I started the testing process all over again. So we did the 5 drops from shoulder width height. This time it passed. I did not have any problems with it. We always do a runtime test to make sure whatever the company says how long the battery is going to last, it actually does. So I fully charged up the battery, ran it for a little over an hour before the battery died, so good on the runtime. Once the battery's dead, we go ahead and do a recharge test to see how long it will take for the light to recharge. And you see the time up there on the screen. I forgot how long it is. I'm going to have to go back and check my notes. I'm sorry. I also do a carry test. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but with the flashlight, I think it's important to carry it in your pocket to see what it's like. And I absolutely love this flashlight. Even though it broke and I had problems with one of them, overall, it's still my favorite flashlight. The flat nature is very, very comfortable. That's one thing. I love how the tail cap gives you the 1000 lumens if I need to use it in a self-defense scenario. I like how the buttons on the front, if I'm not in an emergency, I can just hit that low for 25 lumens or medium for 300 lumens if I drop my keys or I need just a normal everyday flashlight. So it kind of has the best of both worlds. Plus I love rechargeable batteries and handheld flashlights. Not so much in weapon mounted lights, but definitely in handheld mounted lights. I don't care that I can't take the battery out. I'm fine that it's in there. Absolutely love this light. Now the other thing it allows me to do, this might seem weird. I don't know how many of you guys care about this, but I like to carry a knife. I like to carry a spare mag, and I like to carry a flashlight. But typically, I have 2 front pockets and 3 items I want to carry. So something typically gets sacrificed. I used to love carrying my magazine in my left front and my knife in my right front. And the flashlight kind of got left out sometimes, or the spare mag did. So what this allows me to do is carry it in my rear right my rear left pocket, excuse me, because it's flat. It sits in an area in the pocket where I don't sit on it when I'm sitting down, if that makes sense. So this flashlight still allows me to carry a flashlight, a spare magazine, and a knife for the times I feel the need to do so. I can do all of that. I also did a waterproof test. Again, dropped it in my pool, 30 minutes, and came out no problem. I did not have any issues with it. So overall, I'm going to say my biggest pro is how you hold the flashlight. I think it's not only the shape feels very, very good, but you have a standard flashlight here if you want the lower lumens. You have the tail cap if you want to use it as a quick defensive type light, and I love that setup. Not only that, but the knurling on the side feels very, very good as well. It's not overly aggressive, but it feels excellent. It's made in the US. I love that it's made in the US. And I have one more thing. And just how it fits my hand. I absolutely love the way it fits my hand. As far as cons, a couple really small nitpicky ones. I would like to see USB-C instead of a micro USB. I know when this light came out a few years ago, my USB-C wasn't very big. Now it is. So hopefully the next version will have USB-C on here like most of my devices. The battery life's okay. An hour I can deal with that, but the candela, I wish the candela was a little bit better. However, they need to re-engineer this. Even if they have to grow it a little tiny bit, I'm personally okay with that. I would love to see a significant more amount of candela coming out of this light, in my opinion. Overall, it's a very, very solid light. This is my new EDC everyday carry light. I go between this lately and the Streamlight Micro Stream. Talk about two drastically different lights. That little Micro Stream is tiny and this is a much bigger light. But those are the two lights that I like that I go in between. Hopefully I don't drop this from too high and break it again like the first one. But either way, I am a big fan of it. One thing I will do is do a comparison video between the Surefire Stiletto and the Streamlight Wedge. Again, they're a little bit of different lights for different uses, but they're similar form factors. And when I was looking at them, I was debating which one I should get. So I think there's other people out there who are debating the same thing. All right, before you guys go, let me see who I have to thank here. I want to thank myself for buying myself a bunch of new flashlights. Like most guys, guns, knives, and flashlights, you can never have enough of them. I'm going to go through all these really quick. And everything I say, the link is down in the video description, okay? Affiliate links down there. Let me remind you of the sponsor of today's video, Ocean State Armory, Cerakote laser engraving, links down there. Other companies who support me with affiliate links, the links, discount codes, whatever, down there. My Patreon supporters are sensational. If you want to join, the link is down there. We have some Tiberious swag. If you want to look extra goofy, you get the point. I started a second YouTube channel all dedicated to YouTube shorts, short videos, less than 60 seconds. If you want to join, it is down there. I'm on 2 social media platforms. The link is down there. More important than any of this goofiness, I want to give you a sincere thank you for watching. Every time you guys like a video, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notification. Anytime you guys do any of that stuff, I greatly appreciate it. It really helps me out on this channel, and thank you for it. Peace.